to write more music. That song is so catchy, it's so stupid. What are you going to do with all that breast inside that shirt? That is right up there with, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Throwback threesome, Black Eyed Peas, number 1, 20 years ago.
Hey, let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword tears. That's tears on our iHeartRadio app.
Okay, do that now for your chance to win that trip to go see Sabrina Carpenter in Los Angeles. Do it every time that you hear us say this. If you listen for a while, you hear it more than once. That's being able to buy several raffle tickets. So listen longer so you can win.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
War of the Roses is coming up. It's a spicy one. She wants to call, she knows her husband's cheating. She wants to call the woman he's cheating with. Put her on the radio and let her know that my husband is married. That's coming up on War of the Roses. NBC will not have special programming to ring in the new year. They nixed Snoop's New Year's Eve, which was going to be a 2-hour live event from Miami with performances, celebrity guests. But basically, they want to focus on the Olympics, because the Olympics are coming up on NBC next year, and they want to focus more on promoting that, apparently. So they want to have Snoop do that instead. And the Winter Olympics this year are in anybody?
I should know this, but I can't remember.
France?
Two harbors.
Two harbors.
A lot of people don't know that.
Pie up there.
God's country.
They got a lot of
pie
pie up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's in Italy, by the way.
So 8 years after leaving the cable drama Suits, which Dave loved for a while, Meghan Markle is returning to acting. Yesterday, she was on the set of Close Personal Friends that co-stars Brie Larson, Lily Collins, Jack Quaid, and Henry Golding. And Meghan's role in the movie is small because she's going to be playing herself. And the plot of Close Personal Friends revolves around one couple's chance meeting of a famous couple while vacationing in Southern California. And also, I just want to say a little hope out there to everyone. Meghan Markle didn't meet whatever prince she's married to. I can't remember. Harry.
Yeah.
Until she was 35. I'm just throwing it out there.
She was 35?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm 35.
So, yeah.
It's in the cards for me.
Prince.
Wow.
Good luck, Bailey.
Thank you. There was a rumored NSYNC biopic, but it's not happening because the boys in the band are just not into it. Justin Timberlake's manager brought up the idea to the Fast and the Furious producer, Neil Moritz. And because apparently Justin Timberlake wanted it to happen, which is weird because he's the one who doesn't want to commit to a reunion tour.
Right.
So now they were going to do a biopic, and now the biopic's off the table. So, Justin, I beg you, please revisit the reunion tour. That's what we actually want. I don't need a biopic.
I watched the first episode of that Kim Kardashian show, All's Fair. We were making fun of it because it has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not bad. It's giving Tubi, and it's also not giving legal drama. It's giving sitcom. There's moments where they say something and then there's a beat where you're supposed to laugh. And I'm like, this isn't funny, but it's also not giving drama.
It's campy, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Very campy is a good way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. Dave Start brought to you by Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law, 612 Injured. War of the Roses right now on KDWB. Brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Let's see what happens.
You think we really offer you free flowers? In this economy, it's time for War of the Roses on KDWB.
Okay, I want to let you know we've had some unusual War of the Roses lately, and this one fits right into that one. So this is not just they're cheating. We want to find out who they send roses to. I want to have Madison explain the whole thing because you know the story better than I do. Madison, you're on KDWB. Go ahead and tell us what we're doing today. What's up?
Hi. So, my husband and I have not been having the best time lately. Things have been very weird at home. And, so he was caught the other night by my friends. He was up holding this woman from behind. Undeniable stuff's going on. My friend saw him and took pictures and sent them to me.
Okay, what did you see in the pictures?
Kind of you remember that Chris Martin thing? It's not even funny.
The Jumbotron?
Yeah.
Yes, he's just got his arms around this woman He's like noodling her, and it's just undeniable.
Okay, so he's out, and did you know he was at, or did he lie and say he was somewhere else?
Oh no, he's been lying up a storm about everything. I didn't know where he was.
So what a dummy to go to where there are going to be people who might know you, and sure enough, your who was it? Your sister who saw him?
My friend.
Okay. So your friend sends a picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so I am just like, he gets home and I'm like, get your shit and get out of here, because I showed him the pictures.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And
can't deny that. Yeah.
No, you just can't. And so anyway, he's been gone since then, and I'm just assuming he's probably staying with this person. And I have her number because my friends knew her and gave me her number. And I just want to like tell her that he's married, or was. Well, it's not going to be long, but like.
Okay, so they're both dumb. So they go to a place where she knows people and he knows people. What would make you do that unless you're like, I'm so into this person and I'm so done with my marriage, I don't care who sees it.
You're like blinded by.
But at that point, just leave. Like, leave your partner, your husband, wife. You know what I'm saying? Don't go and cheat.
It's so gross. I can't.
So we're not calling to find out whether he's cheating. What are we calling? And who we got her phone number? We're calling her.
I hope she doesn't know that he's married. I just want to tell her this person is actually married. So, like.
I feel like 90% of the time, I'd say that the person does not know that their partner is married.
I hope not.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think
a lot of people know?
Oh, 100%. There are so many people that are willing to cheat with married people.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to your friend for telling you, for getting you this girl's number. Your friend came through clutch.
And for taking pictures?
Yes.
She came with receipts.
I have good friends.
She ever thought
I may not have a good husband, but I got a good friend.
She ever thought about joining the FBI?
All right. We'll make the phone call. I will get her on the phone.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We've never done this before, but we will just say, hey, I'll just tell her who I am. It's like, all right, it's Dave Ryan over at KDWB. There's somebody on the phone that wants to talk to you. Let's just try that, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We'll do it when we come right back.
Spoiler alert, someone's about to get exposed. Part 2 of War of the Roses starts right now on 101.3 KDWB.
Well, it's a different War of the Roses this time because she knows her husband has been seeing this woman. And didn't she kick him out of the house? I mean, she's like, you got to go.
Yeah.
And so she wants to call the woman that he's been cheating with and tell her, I don't know if you know this, but that's my husband.
Yeah. And just like kind of catch him in the act. Like, I know.
And then see what this other woman said.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's a great idea or a bad idea.
It is an idea, though.
It is for sure. Let's make the phone call on KDWB and see what happens.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling for Justine, please.
This is Justine. Who's this?
Hi, Justine. It's Dave Ryan over at KDWB Radio. And do you ever listen to KDWB?
Yes. Did I win?
No. Oh, ouch.
Oh.
No, but that's a logical question because, but here's the funny thing. I don't quite know how to break this to you. First of all, nobody died, okay? But I don't have the best news for you. Nobody's in the hospital. Nobody died. But there is somebody on the phone who called me and asked me to call you so she could speak to you here on KDWB. Do you know a woman named Madison?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Madison is here on the phone, and Madison wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hey there. I just heard that you do know who I am. But I was hoping to give you the benefit of the doubt and let you know that Troy is married. In case you don't know. Because he's a liar.
I know he's married, Madison. I know he's married. I know all about you. God, this is so weird. Yeah, I've heard all about you. I know how you treat him. I know how you won't touch him. I know all the things. I've heard you talk about him. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you calling me?
Wow, I am so stunned. What? Wow, you are
really?
terrible.
You're
stunned? I am. I thought like I would call you and give you the benefit of the doubt, you know, but I guess you
about
don't.
What?
For not being part of something like this, but I guess not. It's my mistake.
Oh my God. I listen, he tells me all about how you spend all your money on like stupid things like designer bags that are fake, and
oh wow.
You badmouth him constantly. You're not a good wife. You're not in a happy marriage. I don't know why you're even upset. That are you surprised that he is not wanting to be with you anymore?
You guys, I guess I have my answer. This is this is fine. You guys deserve each other. I thought you would.
See, you just want the drama. You went on the radio to do this.
Yeah,
and you thought you were going to have this big confrontation. And turns out, joke's on you, Madison. You have done this to yourself.
No, the joke's on you because you're stuck with this nasty, nasty man. So, okay, that's all I wanted, you guys. Thank you.
Bring him on. No, it's all right. I love it. Bring it. You ruined your own marriage, honey. You wrecked your own home, Madison.
Okay, good. You guys deserve each other. Thank you.
I don't want to pick sides here, but they both sound, I don't know. Somebody did text in and say Justine sounds hot. I don't know really. That's the so point. Bad. If that's what you got out of this War of the Roses is that Justine sounds hot. Another text says Justine sounds drunk.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Maybe she's just over it.
She knew that he was married.
Yeah,
That's the crux of it. She knew that he was married. But Dave and I said there are plenty of people that are fine, like sleeping with people knowing they're married.
Yeah. I felt like I was watching back and forth on like Real Housewives kind of situation.
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
catty
It was
argument.
a little bit like that.
Yeah.
There was less swearing than there would be on a Housewives.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I agree. I just think that anyone is ridiculous to start a relationship based off of cheating. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there that like that's how you ended up with your partner, but I think it's a long road of trying to build trust in a relationship like that.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. It sucks that it does happen. It is a reality.
I think you're right. It is a reality. We can all sit there and judge, but I don't know. People will, people will do what people will do, and we can judge, but sometimes it does work out. Maybe there's a couple that should have never been married. But I mean, the obvious thing is to leave and break up before you cheat. But I don't know. What do you think? What did we miss on War of the Roses? There's a text that says that wife sounds like an absolute D-bag. I'm not surprised the guy is cheating. Wow. Another one says, this lady is awful. I know he's married. How dumb is this lady? Of course the cheating husband complains about his wife.
Well, yeah.
Another text says, so who gets the flowers? Again, I think you might miss the whole point. War of the Roses on KDWB. We do have somebody on the phone with a commentary.
Yolanda.
Yolanda, good morning. Yolanda. Hi, Yolanda.
Good morning.
Your thoughts,
I
please.
had a little input on that. For the lady who's cheating with the cheating husband, she sounded to be pretty happy and believing of the husband, what he's saying about his wife. That is the typical cheating husband. Oh, my wife is so bad, and she does this. She puts me down, and she buys designer bags. She probably buy her own bags because he can't buy her bags.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Yolanda.
It's not even okay that she's cheating with a married man.
Mm-hmm. Period. Honestly, that's what.
And I missed Boo Bash last week. I got tickets from you guys, and my car broke down on the way.
Oh, no. You didn't make it out to Boo Bash?
Check your email. I sent pictures. I was all dressed up.
Oh, man.
Darn it. You know what? We'll get you in next year.
Okay, I sent them to Dave Wright.
Okay. Well,
you're first on the list for 2026, Yolanda.
Yes, first on the list.
You're awesome.
I was so sad.
Thanks for calling in. Have a good day.
This text,
Bye.
This text agrees that they say, I feel like people that blindly take someone's word about how terrible their spouse is while they're cheating deserve what they get.
Yeah, I would also say be wary of someone who constantly says that their ex was crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's like a lack of emotional maturity.
What if they really are crazy, though? I think about this once in a while. It's like, you know what? If Susan and I split up, I wouldn't be like, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. But Julie, I would have said she's crazy because she was the meanest woman I've ever met in my life.
Was she crazy or did she just do things that you didn't like actions? Her actions were things you didn't like.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't crazy. You're right. She was very, very lucid.
Yeah.
She wasn't crazy, but she was a mean, mean woman. But I still loved her. Because sometimes you do.
Sometimes.
All right. That wraps up War of the Roses on KDWB. We are about another 10 minutes away from that keyword for Sabrina Carpenter. So if you're thinking about leaving and you're like, I'm going to leave. No, don't. Because you can be here another 10 minutes for that life-changing keyword, which we'll do in just a few seconds. We want to do something tomorrow around this time. We do this new bit on Fridays called Pros and Cons. And we've done pros and cons about Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. We've done pros and cons about cruises, whether you like cruise ships or whether you don't. We did pros and cons about Halloween last week, and some people love Halloween, and some people are like, that's a garbage holiday. This time, pros and cons about Christmas decorations being up now.
Ooh.
I know somebody who's got her Christmas stuff up already. Somebody called yesterday, said they were in Apple Valley. 4 houses they drove by, got their Christmas stuff up already.
I have a friend who already has their tree up.
That's awesome if that's what you're into. So tomorrow, we want somebody, maybe it's you, who is pro Christmas decorations up early, and then somebody else who is con against those. So how do you call in? Do you call in, or what do you do?
Call in right now and let us know. And we're going to just get you all set up to be on the show tomorrow. So it'll be around this exact same time. So if you are pro Christmas decorations up, get it out there, be all holly jolly, give us a call. But then we need someone who's very against it as well. So we just need one on each side of the spectrum.
Okay, so that could be fun. You'll be on the radio and you'll get to write up a little essay and then argue your case, like pro decorations up early, pecan decorations up early. So we'll do that. In the meantime, Jenny, you got to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Because we switched things up a little bit this week.
Yeah.
Because Vaughn gets tired of stirring the pot. I stirred the pot on Tuesday. And I said teachers should be able to spank their kids. Then that stirred the pot.
Yes,
some
it did.
teachers will absolutely agreed, and some were just riled up.
No, actually, a lot more people did agree with you. That was just funny.
A lot of them did.
People were like, yeah.
I stirred the pot about how people don't know how to be a good audience member and have the worst etiquette ever when they're in an audience.
Crunching pretzels, wrinkling
Looking
bags.
at their phone. And I
Yep.
went to a show yesterday, and there were people who were bad audience members.
So, Jenny,
Yep.
you get to stir the pot today.
All right. If you're a bride-to-be, you either get to have a bachelorette party or a bridal shower. You are not allowed to have both.
Oh,
okay.
what?
I'm sorry. The amount of money we are spending on the bride side of things is getting out of control. We're doing destination bachelorette parties. We're doing bridal showers where you look at Pinterest to find the most extravagant things to make this bridal shower poppin'. And then we're doing the actual wedding, which also could potentially be a destination. You never know. And the amount of money that adds up to celebrate this person's love is not worth it for me. Okay. So when you are going to be married, you either get to have one or the other. That is my stir the pot today.
Bachelorette party or bridal
shower. You don't get to have both.
Not both. Now,
Yes.
you might disagree with Jenny because maybe you did both and you loved it and your friends all loved it. Do you think their friends pretend to love it because they love you?
I think some people really love that stuff. I know Bailey's a big fan of things like that.
I like those things, but the people that I know who have been married, they have done both, but the bridal shower is more for their like family, like older family members.
Right.
And then the bachelor party is for all their friends who want to go out and like get shots.
And I get that. And I thought about saying, well, like if you have like the bachelorette party for just friends and bridal shower for family, sure. But I'm sticking to it. You get one or the other.
I mean, I went
You
to
get
both
one
for all of those.
or the other.
Yeah.
I know. And I've gone to both for all of those. And my thing is I feel like I'm coming off as like a salty single woman right now who potentially will never get married, but it truly isn't that. It's the fact that we're spending so much money on, and you're getting the same things. The same things you get at a bridal shower half the time are like the same things for weddings. Maybe not so much anymore because weddings usually just give money now.
Yeah.
But there's a registry for a bridal shower. There's a registry for the wedding. And I think bridal showers are kind of outdated to an extent because those were developed back in the day when you didn't really live with a partner, or if you did, you didn't have much yet. And now people are getting married later.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, the men have a bachelor party and they have a wedding.
And that's it.
And that's all they have. So why are we having to do all of it?
I'm looking at text messages, Jenny. Jenny stirs the pot. I am with you, Jenny. It is so ridiculous. Another one, women are expected to give so much money to friends who are getting married. They typed in all caps.
Yes, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I love a good destination bachelorette party. I do enjoy doing stuff like that because I look at it as like a girls' trip. I don't look at it as just like a bachelorette party, but it's starting to get out of control. And then and on top of it, when I get invited to something and I can't make it, I still give money for that thing.
Yeah.
Like I could not make a bridal shower recently. I still went in on a group present that I didn't get a thank you for.
Yeah.
Probably because I wasn't in attendance for it, but I still gave money for it.
Can I read a text message at KDWB1? Jenny, spot on. I don't know how things got to that age. In my age, we had lame showers. Another one, the shower is for old ass aunties. And the bachelorette is to drink out of funny-looking, funny-shaped hoo-hoo straws. Signed, a 2026 bride who is doing both. Lot of comments on this one. Baby showers, Jenny, firstborn only or every baby?
I think firstborn only, which I thought was what most people stuck with. That's what most of my friends have always done. I haven't seen many people do more than just the firstborn for that. I have not attended anything beyond the firstborn.
This text too also says some people do engagement parties too.
Yes.
Which is an additional
Well, don't forget
party.
the baby reveal party,
Well,
too.
yeah, the gender reveal party, and gosh,
And I don't think I've ever been to a gender reveal party. So like maybe one time, and I don't think I had to bring a present for that. So like, I don't mind that as long as you're not required to like give them a present on top of coming to that. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's getting ridiculous the amount of money we're spending on friends' weddings because of all of the activities we have to engage in. And I love a good engagement party too. Those are super fun. But don't expect me to spend money at that. That is, if you want to have an engagement party to celebrate your love, then you're providing everything, in my opinion.
So give me the initial stir. What was the initial stir?
I said that if you are a bride-to-be, you get to have either a bachelorette party or a bridal shower. You do not get to do both because we are spending too much money on weddings nowadays.
Text messages. I agree with you, Jenny. I had to go to Spain for a bachelorette party. Insane. Next one. My name is Jamie. Bride this year, getting married next Saturday. I had both. My bridal shower was close friends and family, and it was walking tacos and margaritas. But my bachelorette party was low-key. We went to Wild Bill's and did one in the afternoon bingo, then pottery painting, and that was it. I think you can have both unless you are doing a huge bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like understated, more fun, and less expensive.
Yeah, someone else does say, I think the real issue is that bachelorette parties are getting way out of hand. Just go to the bar and get wasted like normal people.
Yeah. People go out of the country. It's like a big old, which is cool. And if that's what you want, but like Jenny said, then I can't be responsible for X, Y, Z. Earlier this year, I got called Cheapy the Cheapskate because we went to a destination wedding. And I was like, I don't think I should have to do an expensive gift because I think my girlfriend Alyssa wanted to. And I was like, we're already paying for hotel, resort, flight, etc.
Do you think it has anything to do with, and I don't know, I don't live in that world, it has anything to do with social media? Like if your friend Jessica is she's doing her bachelorette party and they're going to Costa Rica and they're all the girls on the beach and they're all wearing the funny straw hats and they got a margarita and it's like, oh, that's the standard. Do you think it has anything? Well, for the gram, but also it's like, well, I can't just like take him out to Cowboy Jack's because Jessica went to Costa Rica.
I do think that it is kind of that, and you get a lot of ideas for that because, of course, when I planned my sister's bachelorette party, I was looking at social media and Pinterest and doing all these extra things, whereas like that didn't used to exist. You would just go to the bar, get drunk.
Yeah.
And that was like the extent of it.
That was the whole thing.
But yes, I do think that there is like, I'm going to be honest, Tina on our show, the girls who coordinated her bachelorette party this summer, they went all out. I mean, they got a whole banner that said Camp Range on it. It had the dates, like personalized it. We all had personalized tote bags with like gifts in it. Like it was crazy. And I appreciate everything that they do. But it's like, I don't know. If I ever get married, I would love to have a bachelorette party. And I do not want to require anyone to do anything besides show up and have a couple cocktails with me. That's like really all I care about.
Yeah, right. No, I agree. And I've gone to a lot of those things. And it does suck buying things constantly. And I've been in a lot of weddings too. So like when you're in a wedding, it's even more expensive because then you're expected to show up to all of them.
Right.
Who are you calling, Dave?
Someone with an opinion.
What did you say?
Who are you calling?
Ghostbusters.
Called is not available.
This was a woman who said that she had, she was a bridesmaid in a wedding that had four bachelorette parties.
No.
Here's another text. Jenny, you sound like an old curmudgeon. Get off my damn grass.
Listen, I would have said this exact same statement 10 years ago versus being at 35, because even when my sister got married and I was like 25 or 26, I was like, this is ridiculous that we're doing all of this stuff. Like, and so you can definitely say I'm an old curmudgeon. I admit it, but I'm a frugal bitch is what it comes down to. Okay. And I'm going broke, bitch.
Jenny, the frugal
trying
bitch.
to afford my friends' weddings.
Okay. Alex is on the phone giggling. You wanted to talk about, so give me the initial stir, Jenny.
Yeah. That if you're getting married as a bride, you only get a bachelorette party or a bridal shower.
Not both.
No.
Alex, your thoughts, please.
A bachelorette party or what? I'm sorry.
Or a bridal shower.
I think if you don't want everyone to go to, Costa Rica for your bachelorette party, then you could easily just do both. But when you want people to pay thousands of dollars as one person, that's unacceptable. And that's what today's standard is. And that's my bone.
Now, what you have a bone to pick with the wedding industry, specifically what?
Yeah. I hate it. I've been in several wedding parties. I've also been married myself. Been married for almost 7 years. And I only paid $8,000 for my own wedding. When people want me to pay $2,000 for a bachelorette party, I think it's unreasonable. But then you're a bad friend when you don't want to pay that. Yeah. I agree, Jenny, that going to a bachelorette party is like a girl's trip. I love it. Get it. But you're there to celebrate one person, which means you're there for another person. Paying thousands of dollars for somebody else's vacation is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And then on top of it, when you're on that vacation, you feel like you have to pay for their drinks the whole time. Yeah. Like it turns into this whole thing.
That's the hard part about being in a wedding party, I think, is paying for the bride's drinks and paying for her meals and stuff because you want her to have a good time. And I've been a bridesmaid like 5 times, and that's That's a lot.
That is a lot. Here is a text message. There's somebody, you did stir the pot on this one, Jenny. This is a text that says, I also hate when you got to be at the wedding venue at 7 a.m. as a bridesmaid, but the wedding's not until 6 p.m. Is that a thing?
Well, everyone gets together for mimosas and coffee and stuff, and everyone's getting their makeup and hair done together. So yes, usually if you're part of the wedding party, you're there very early to do all that. And a lot of people nowadays, they do photos ahead of time before the ceremony even takes place, just to get those done with. But yeah, I mean, it's a full day commitment on top of everything else you commit to as a bridesmaid.
Now, what about this? This text says, and I'm just reading, a bridal shower is 100% different than the bachelorette. The bridal shower is for your family and your Aunt Vivian and your elderly cousin Sharon to come along. That's for the shower. Bachelorette is for your friends to go out and wear a funny-looking hat and a drink out of a funny-looking straw. No bachelorette requires gifts. So...
no, you usually play games. You bring underwear that you think represents your personality, and then the bride guesses whose underwear is whose. You usually do end up spending some money on that, and then you do buy the bride drinks. The bride should never have to pay for drinks throughout the entire night, in my opinion. But yes, I would say that they are different. I understand where you're coming from. However, friends are getting invited to the bridal shower too.
Yes.
Every good friend who I've gone to their bachelorette party, I am invited to the bridal shower on top of it.
Especially if you're in the wedding party, you are going to both of those.
Hey, really quick, because this is so important, and we know people that wait around for this. Here's your Sabrina Carpenter keyword, and then I've got somebody with another story. They lost a friend over this argument. That's coming up in a second.
Let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword espresso. That's espresso on our iHeartRadio app.
Okay, go do that now. I know you're busy, you got a lot of stuff going on, but this is for a trip to Los Angeles to see the second hottest artist in the world right now.
Second hottest?
I would say second hottest.
After Amy Bababi.
After Amy Bababi. Thank you very much, Vaughn. All right, so let's get back to it. This is the last call. We got to move on to some other things. So Jenny was stirring the pot saying you either get a bridal shower or a bachelorette party, but not both. Maya lost a friend over this whole thing. Tell us what happened. Hi, Maya.
So, I actually had a friend who had gotten married about a year and a half ago. And before she had her marriage, she wanted a bachelorette party. She was like, we're going to Vegas. She was like, you're going to be the maid of honor. And I was like, cool, whatever. We'll figure it out. She was like, yeah, so be expecting to pay $5,000 to $10,000 for our parties. And I said, excuse you?
Oh, my gosh.
And you did not?
I did not. And we're no longer friends. And we were friends from third grade all the way up until about the age of 30.
Oh, no.
Jeez. What kind of party are you throwing that's going to cost $10,000?
That's not the wedding. That's not the wedding. Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You can actually do Vegas somewhat cheap as a female because usually guys buy your drinks the whole time. You're just probably spending money on the hotel, but even the hotel shouldn't cost that much.
No.
Gosh. Wow, she really wanted a lot from you.
Wow.
You dodged a bullet with that one. No, I mean, I'm sorry about
Still
the friendship.
sad, though.
But
Yeah, that's a long one.
But good for her staying on our business and not spending the money.
No, yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't getting my money. I got kids.
Stuff. Yeah.
Good for you.
Wow.
Maya, that is awesome. There are so many text messages about this, and we could read these for days, but we'll read a couple of highlighted ones about whether a bride should have just a bachelorette party or just a shower, but not both.
This one kind of has the same sentiment as the last caller. I have been in 11 weddings. The amount of money I have spent between wedding day, bachelorette party, bridal shower is literally someone's annual salary. It is absolutely outrageous.
Wow.
And I totally feel that.
Why do you do it though? I mean,
because you love your friend.
I get you love your friend. It is it's a once in a lifetime event, hopefully, and it's a big deal, and it's a great excuse to go do something memorable.
Yeah, I mean,
is that what it's all about?
I think it's a great memory to make and everything. It is just expensive, especially for women, especially it's expensive. And if it's your friend or your sibling or someone in your family who's getting married, you feel obligated to go to all of the things. You feel obligated, especially if you're maid of honor, to pay for everything.
You do.
Because you're well, I've been deemed the best friend, so I guess I have to pay for everyone's drinks, not everyone's, but the bride's drinks and things like that. It is exhausting. Or you're just like self-deemed the best bridesmaid, so you're paying for everything, even if you're not the maid of honor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
So many text messages on this. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Jenny, for
more often.
Yeah, we got to like mix it up with stirring the pot. So I think we all stirred the pot pretty well. All right. I mentioned the keyword a little while ago is espresso. So make sure you do that for the keyword for, I almost said Amy Bababi because somebody brought up Amy Bababi a little while. It was Vaughn that brought up Amy Bababi.
Biggest pop star, and then Sabrina.
Biggest pop star in the world, just ahead of Sabrina Carpenter. All right, enough. We'll be back in a second on KDWB. I think we're going to talk, is it ladies' room, kind of? And I think Vaughn and I are going to maybe back out of this one a little bit. This is the whole boyfriend conversation.
Well, yeah, there's just a big conversation going on because of an article that was published in British Vogue about is having a boyfriend embarrassing now. And so many people have been talking about it, but I feel like that title is very clickbaity and we want to explain why it's being like promoted that way. And so we are going to talk about whether it is embarrassing to have a boyfriend at this point. So you better think about this, Vaughn. You're a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Huh? I am?
Yeah.
Huh?
You are.
It's embarrassing.
All right.
Coming right back on KDWB on the iHeartRadio app. Set us as a preset, and we're coming right back.
This is your final week.
Keyword. The keyword is the secret password is. The keyword is. Our keyword is.
To win your trip to sunny LA to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows.
What's up? This is Sabrina Carpenter. Come on, let's do it. Put your hands up.
Listen every hour starting at 7:05 with the Dave Ryan Show, and you're never more than 30 minutes away from your shot at winning.
101.3 KDWB.
Happy Friday, Junior. Today it's going to be cloudy, a high of 53. Tomorrow it'll be cloudy, a high of 48.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, it's no secret. We all love to look our best. I got a little help from Ideal Image. Now, I'm going to play a little game, Jenny.
I love games.
I will name a service that they do at Ideal Image, and you will tell us what that service is. You ready to play?
Yeah, let's go.
Med Spa Services at Ideal Image.
Okay, well, that's where they offer a wide range of aesthetic treatments, which includes skin rejuvenation, Botox, and fillers.
Let's try this one. Seems self-explanatory, but laser hair removal, which my daughter Allison had on her underarms at Ideal Image.
That's where they help you get rid of all that unwanted hair so you don't have to shave or wax or anything. And it's very fast, effective, and a way to get smoother, stubble-free skin.
Last one, here we go. Cool Sculpting. My wife had it on her thighs and on her hips at Ideal Image.
That's going to freeze away that stubborn fat, and there's no needles or downtime with that.
Book your free consultation today and check out their pre-Black Friday specials. All the deals at idealimage.com or text IDEAL to 38089. That's IDEAL to 38089 to book your consultation today.
Tell them Dave and Jenny sent you.
Experience the Dream Ring event. Discover stunning new engagement ring designs at Arthur's Jewelers this week.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine.
There's so many things about this story that I just love. I think even she admits there's some part of the story that's absolutely ridiculous. What happened with your husband that made you say, oh my God, we can do War of the Roses? What happened?
I hope she makes you smile.
I found a pill.
The way you made me smile on the other end of a phone in the middle of a highway driving alone.
I just noticed that sometimes he comes home and he smells like a different soap.
And there was some sort of smeared substance on her shirt.
I keep finding pairs of underpants in our mailbox.
she disappears, knowing that giving her the side eye, giving her the look the entire night.
I can't help it that you're insecure about my past relationship. I have said I'm sorry. I've already apologized for that.
Yeah, babe, I hope he shows up in a 2 a.m. pic from a friend, hanging on to a girl to just rub it in. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone, and then he calls.
So we met this girl, and she introduced herself as, she was like, "Hi, I'm Kendra from Days of Our Lives."
Well, after the fact, he's like, by the way, I was at Kendra's house putting in a backsplash.
Looked at our Target app, and I've never done this, but it shows all sort of the purchase history around Valentine's Day. We also got this Reese's heart-shaped chocolate box and condoms.
I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know he's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy.
So I hid under the stairs just in case, someone was going to come over, but no one ever came over. So I was stuck under the stairs for 3 hours.
Like you did on me. Like you did on me.
And Kelly was hoping that you would send those roses to her.
Oh, well, if I would have known she was listening, I would have.
Well, of course you would have.
If you're this upset about it, why can't you just talk to me about it?
I'm going to get a restraining order or something now. Like,
Come
this is
on.
one step too far. Like,
honestly, just get off my...
Every guy says, I told that crazy girl to leave me alone.
Yeah. He cheated on his wife, so can you really believe whatever the he's saying? Turns out that I'm basically the last person to know that my sister-in-law and my husband have been having an affair. Everybody else knows.
Sorry, I can't hear you guys.
I mean, how long do you think this is going to last, though? Because, he can pretend right now that the phone is not coming true, that the call's not coming through. Because he was so flat busted, he just hung up.
Like you did on me.
Orange, Staples, that was easy.
The free iHeartRadio app, giving you direct access to leave a message for Santa.
Hello, Santa. Hello, Santa. Hello, Santa Claus.
While you listen to North Pole Radio on the app, press the red talkback mic to record a message to Santa. It can be a question, song request, or to even just remind him why you should be on the nice list.
The nice list, right?
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Just open up the free iHeartRadio app and search North Pole Radio and make it a preset now.
Love you, Santa.
Now live on streaming video, KDWB's Dave Ryan Show is now on YouTube every morning starting at 7 a.m. Just search Dave Ryan TV.
And we are going to talk about this article. I saw it, and then I guess it's been around a while. It's not totally new, but it was like British Vogue magazine, something like that.
Someone wrote an article in British Vogue about a week and a half ago or so now, and it's titled as having a boyfriend embarrassing now. So, like I said earlier, it's very clickbaity. It's kind of like, what does this mean? Whatever. And then everyone on social media is walking around. And they're like, oh, I'm better than you because I don't have a boyfriend. Whatever. And they're like,
because it's embarrassing.
I'm finally doing something right for once. Whatever. But when you dive into the actual article, it's not necessarily that you don't want love, you don't want a partner. It's the fact that a lot of people look at social media nowadays and they post their significant other for the first time, and then something might come out about that person.
Yeah.
That's not very good. Whether that person's been dating other people or you look up their history and they like things that are inappropriate or something like that. And I think social media has kind of ruined a lot of things with having a boyfriend and publicly showing that you have a boyfriend. So a lot of people have pulled back on publicizing their boyfriends. And this woman who wrote the article even said, like, look at social media nowadays. When you follow a creator and suddenly they have a partner and they're posting their boyfriend, you kind of lose some interest in that.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, unfollow or mute or whatever.
Right. Like if you're a fashion influencer and you're posting all about your fashion and suddenly your boyfriend's in a bunch of your stuff, people are like, not really interested anymore.
And I think you could even pull that out of social media too. If you have like a friend that you've been friends with for years and you know them to be a very specific kind of person, you like their personality, whatever, and then they get a boyfriend and then they just become the girl with the boyfriend and then they kind of lose all of that other stuff that was like defined them in the first place.
Right.
Then you're kind of like, oh God, Megan again. Now she's always with her boyfriend. I never see her anymore. All she talks about is her boyfriend and blah, blah, blah. So I think you can actually like see it in real life as well as on social media. And that's what she was talking about.
I would like to point out that the author of that article did say that she spoke to pretty much only women that are in relationships.
Yeah.
And they explained why it is embarrassing to have boyfriends. It's not single women that are like, it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend. It is like women who are actually in loving relationships.
Yeah.
Explaining that. And then I read this other article that was like a Substack that said that public love has become a bit of a liability. It's not that we're ashamed of romance. We're just painfully aware that men are, now this is an article that it's not my opinion, that men are statistically likely to humiliate you. So who wants to go from being the it girl to poor girl in a single news cycle?
Ooh.
So it's a matter of like, you post your boyfriend for the first time, someone comes out and is like, yeah, that person's not a good person because they cheated or they've been talking to me on the side or something. So there's just a lot of lack of people being willing to openly talk about having a partner nowadays because of the backlash they feel like they might
Do you
get.
think that's an influencer, famous Instagrammer kind of a thing? Because let's say if like, I don't know, let's say that I'm going to think of a friend of mine. Let's say Melissa.
Okay.
Good friend of mine. If all of a sudden she gets a boyfriend and she posts it, I don't be like, that's embarrassing. I'm like, hey, good for you. You know what? You've been single for a long time and you're a wonderful person. So maybe as a guy, I see it differently. But maybe it's just an influencer kind of a thing. Like you said yourself, if you're all about fashion, now you post your boyfriend. I mean, I don't follow fashion. You look at me, I shop at Target.
Yeah.
So, but if I saw, like, if Bailey all of a sudden had a boyfriend, I wouldn't be like, that's embarrassing. I'd be like, hey, good for you. You're a good catch.
Yeah. See, so I was thinking about it in the context of me because I'm the only one who's lived my experience. So I was thinking I've had boyfriends in the past. Surprise to a lot of people. But I have had boyfriends in the past and like my first one, I would post him a lot because he was my first boyfriend. So I wanted to be like, look, I have a boyfriend. Look how cute he is. Wow, wow, wow. But then the last one that I had, I rarely posted him because I did think like, not that it was embarrassing, but I was like, this man doesn't define who I am. So I don't want my whole personality to become, here's my man.
Well, I would agree with that. I'll make an analogy. It's like a guy who gets a new Mustang.
Yeah.
And every picture is with his new Mustang. Well, maybe he's really proud of it, but we're secretly snickering. It's like, bro, you're more than just your Mustang.
Yeah,
you
that's
look
embarrassing.
I mean, it's like cool to him and good. I'm glad he enjoys the Mustang.
Yeah.
I do think though that like it doesn't have to be an influencer thing, whether you're posting on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform you might be using, that everyone evaluates all of a sudden you're not posting that partner anymore.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't have to be some influencer who has 100,000 followers. It could be literally, Rachel from your hometown who you're like, oh, she's dating this guy. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, psych, what happened with them?
Everywhere.
Let's analyze this now. And this is probably, I don't know. I think the assumption a lot of times is like something bad happened when you post a bunch and then out of nowhere, it's like,
just
cut
kidding.
off.
They're gone now. So like, why start doing it in the first place?
So I think a lot of the article just touches on the fact that people aren't necessarily not wanting love or romance or a partner. It's just the fact that like, you're nervous for the shame that could come if something goes wrong.
If we're looking at us, like, because I'm the boyfriend, I'm the boyfriend of the show. Not to you guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we get it.
It's interesting because I don't feel like my relationship defines me, but I do feel like that is part of my brand. When I first started on this show and moved out here, I was by myself. And then people have slowly seen the progression of Alyssa visiting, Alyssa moving. We have a dog, things like that. But I don't know. I think that's just one piece of it. Because you also know that you can come to my Instagram. Obviously, you'll see Alyssa and Ava, my family. But you'll also see, Vaunt likes to cook. Vaunt likes to do comedy skits and stuff like that. But I wonder
when did you ever do a comedy skit?
You just complimented a comedy skit I did about a week ago. The thing with the
job.
You're right. Okay,
yeah,
you're right.
geez.
Okay, you're right. I just needed to be reminded. That was funny. That was funny stuff. Yeah.
But so yeah, I wonder if it makes me more or less embarrassing because it's not what defines me, but it is part of what defines me.
I get a text message with basically there's an article that says, "Is it embarrassing now to have a boyfriend?" Which Jenny said was very clickbaity because it's like, wait, I want to click on this and find out why it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. This says, "I don't post my husband on social media. We've been together 15 years, married for 6. I used to post pictures of us a lot, and now I don't. Nothing happened. I just don't." Also, due to his career, he's a cop, and to keep him and myself and my children safe. And I think that some people like, you know what? I'm not going to name her, but she said, "I don't post my stuff on social media." And she doesn't. And she's married and she hasn't posted anything on social media. That's just not what she uses it for.
Yeah.
But forget about social media, just in general.
Right.
I mean, if Bailey came in and said she had a new boyfriend, I wouldn't be like, "Well, that's embarrassing. You're more than just a boyfriend."
But imagine if that's all I talked about.
Well, then that does happen.
Exactly.
Because we all know somebody who I've had several friends drop out of my life because they have a relationship now.
Yes.
And there is no time to like get together and play cribbage. There's no time to get together and
because
do
they're
anything.
busy with their new lover.
And you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. I mean, like, good for you. But I think when I read the article, that's like the angle that I was looking at it as. Like, it's embarrassing to be
Lose
so
your
happy.
identity.
Right. Lose your identity because you're like so happy in love. It's great that you're happy and in love, but like, do you want to publicize that? Or is that embarrassing?
And I also would say that I think that like the generations have just changed a lot where like women, it was a badge of honor to have a male partner.
Yeah.
If you were into men. And now it's kind of like, okay, but women can do everything else that a man can do too. So like, it's not exactly as high of, it's amazing to be in love and have a good partner. I'm not saying that.
Yes.
But I'm saying it's not what we define ourselves as anymore, is us being in a relationship.
Fair enough. Coming up on You Can't Make This Stuff Up, there's a new trend on TikTok. It is a wellness hack that is super simple and surprisingly effective. And I will describe it to you. You can start following this today. And I'll tell you about it next on You Can't Make This Stuff Up.
Pay your bills. When you win $1,000. And you could also score a VIP trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, presented by Capital One in New York City, coming to ABC.
Starring
Ed Sheeran,
Alex Warren,
Leve,
Conan Gray,
Sarah Larson,
Nelly,
Renee Rapp,
Miles Smith,
Jesse Murph,
Big X The Plug,
Raven Lene,
Monsta X,
and a special sing-along moment for K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hey, Drifters, become a Goodwill VIP and earn exclusive rewards plus dollars off future purchases. Join at GoodwillVIP.com or text Join Goodwill MN to 757-575. Goodwill VIP, because if you know, you know. Message and data rates may apply.
Temperatures are about to drop this weekend, but today it's still going to be cloudy with a high of 53. Tomorrow, cloudy, a high of 48.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where the roar of the engine meets the torque of the wrench. IHRA and Durana Hybrid are bringing back the thrill of racing and the pride of skilled trades. Through mentorship and education, we're fueling the future on the track and in the trade. Get your tickets at IHRA.com.
Can one of you check this offer? Is this right? It is? Wow. If you've been waiting for the ultimate time to visit Sono Bello, it's now. Sono Bello is gifting KDWB listeners 50% off your first area. That's half the price. This really is your moment to make the change. It's the half the price, all the perfection event. This is the biggest offer I've seen Sono Bello do. Seriously. KDWB listeners save 50% on that one area that's been driving you crazy. The tummy that won't tighten, the muffin top that won't stop, and those bulges that just won't, budge. Sono Bello understands how frustrating those problem areas can be, no matter how hard you work. But that just changed. Their world-class doctors use micro-laser technology to remove your stubborn fat. Gone for good, just in time for the holidays. Look amazing now, save half, and pay later. See website for complete details. But with 50% off your first area, appointments will go fast. Schedule your free consultation now. Visit sonobello.com/radio. That's sonobello.com/radio.
You won't see the engineer that slams the Nissan Rogue's door 13,920 times. Or the corrosive chamber that simulates 15 years of life in 5 months. Or the Rogue heat-baked for over 300 combined hours. What you will see is a vehicle that can take punch after punch and keep rolling. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. We put it through the worst so you get its best. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Listen live to KDWB on the free iHeartRadio app. Brought to you by
Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Kids are good at so many things. They're good at being cute. They're adorable. They're also good at finding dirt and mud puddles and then tracking it into the house. And you'll say, hey, did you take your shoes off when you came in the house? They'll be like, nah, I forgot. And then you got a track that goes from the front door, the back door, over to the stairs. And where does that track go? It goes across your carpet. Now, if you got that problem, and heck, it could be your partner or even you that leaves the dirt, you can zero res those tracks away with a call to Zero Res, 952 Zero Res. Ask for that KDWB special. And right now, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 and take $50 off your air duct cleaning as well. 952 Zero Res. Don't DIY it. They got a 4.9 rating on Google with over 21,000 reviews. Or you can do it online, zeroresminnesota.com. Ask for that KDWB special from Zero Res. Spell it backward or forward. It spells the same.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
Here's a thought. You wouldn't wear the same outfit every day, so why stick to the same glasses? Pearl Vision has brand name glasses to keep your style fresh. Michael Kors for sleek confidence, Coach for timeless vibes, and Vogue eyewear to mix things up whenever you want. Right now, get 40% off a second pair because one look is never enough. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Make your table shine this Thanksgiving with savings at Whole Foods Market. Take advantage of deals through December 2nd on no antibiotics ever whole turkey, organic produce, and more festive holiday finds. Shop Whole Foods Market in-store or online today.
Let's escape the everyday hustle and bustle with a taste of the outdoors thanks to Decorators. Peaceful, isn't it? When you build with Decorators, outdoor moments like these don't have to end. Our industry-leading durability means you can enjoy your deck any time of year. With Decorators, it's always deck season. Visit Decorators.com to learn more. That's Decorators with a K.
At Straight Talk, we know the holidays are your time to say
yes.
So why put up with a wireless company that makes you say
out of data
or
no service here?
Switch to Straight Talk and say yes to real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network covered by Verizon. And with a free 5G phone when you activate select plans, someone else in your family can say yes! Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Based on RootMetrics State of 5G Report, United States 1H 2025. Experiences may vary. Not an endorsement of Verizon. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
We have delays on 394 eastbound from Louisiana to Highway 100. The crosstown slow eastbound from Tracy to Valley View. Westbound from 28th Avenue to Xerxes. 35W delays northbound from the Burnsville split to Highway 13 and from 46th Street up to 94. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Dead car battery? The experts at Batteries Plus will have you in and out fast. Replacements usually take about 20 minutes. No appointment needed. Want to extend the life of your car battery too? Ask about their premier installation. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff. 2, 3, 4.
Here's a little fitness hack that is really easy to do. And of course, it's from TikTok, but I think there is some validity to this. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
It's called the 3x3x12 rule. It's trending on the TikToks. It's a wellness hack that's super simple, but is surprisingly effective. There's a fitness coach named Abby. Says, here's your 3 things you got to do before noon. 3x3x12. 12 represents noon. Number 1, walk 3,000 steps. Number 2, eat 30 grams of protein and drink 1/3 of your daily water. So it should be the 3x3x3x12 rule, don't you think? 3,000 steps, 30 grams of protein, 1/3 of your daily water. The idea is these small little wins early in the morning make momentum for the whole day. So if you do this well in the morning, you're not going to want to go to Culver's and get a double bacon cheeseburger butter burger.
I don't know. It's tempting.
I beg to
Well,
differ.
I get it. But if you get the early start on the being fit and healthy, how many, hold on, I'm going to ask Alexa. Alexa, how many eggs does it take to make 30 grams of protein?
You'd need about 5 large eggs to get 30 grams of protein. Each large egg contains roughly 6 grams of protein.
I could eat 5 eggs.
Large eggs, though, like the jumbo ones?
Well, they're just,
No.
you know,
I mean-
most eggs are graded as large.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I could eat 5 eggs.
But would you want 5 eggs? Alexa, how much fat is in 5 eggs?
5 large eggs contain 21 grams of fat.
So that might be a little bit too much. I don't know. So Alexa, how?
I understand you're concerned about the fat content. 5 large eggs do contain 21 grams of fat, which might be more than you're looking for. Would you like to explore some lower fat protein options?
Yes.
Say ground turkey.
Skinless chicken breast is a great option. It has 32 grams of protein per 100 grams with only 158 calories. Other good choices include turkey breast, white fish like cod, and Greek yogurt.
Fish like cod?
Fish.
Oh,
White
fish.
Like
Like cod.
Fish, comma,
That's just
like cod.
Fish like cod.
Okay.
Like, oh.
It's kind of like fish, but it's not really.
Kind of
It's
like
cod.
fish. It's fish like.
Okay. So anyway, she said if you do those things by 12 every single day, you'll be a fitter, healthier, and more energized you.
Jenny, since you're the fitness person, like the most fitness person on the show, do you think you could wake up before the show and do a workout?
I've done it before. And
Is it attainable for you?
no, it's not, because by like probably 9 a.m. I'm like crashing. It's just like too early for us. And I know that there are people that do that still. Like they work a 9 to 5 and they're at the gym at 5 a.m. I get it, but it's just like too much for us because we don't get to go just like sit behind a desk. We have to like speak and be engaging and stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think depending on your job, I think I could do it if I worked a job that started at like 7 instead. But, and I actually probably would if I worked a job like that, because it's best to raise your cortisol levels right away in the morning. And then the rest of your day feels like a breeze, basically. And that's what
Yeah.
working out does to you.
I've tried working out in the morning. I just don't have the energy for it.
Because a lot
Yeah.
of people don't know, we don't leave here at 10 on the dot. We're
No.
still here for a while after the show is over, planning things. And sometimes we have other shows and things to do, things to edit.
Jenny said, I'm a little worried, Bailey.
Yeah.
Jenny said we have to be engaging.
I don't want to.
I've forgotten to do that.
For how
haven't been
long?
I haven't been engaging for
30
years.
You've been
30.
engaged, though, many times.
No,
Yeah.
just once.
Well,
Just once?
Yeah,
Just
technically,
once.
yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Well,
And not to
Yeah.
Susan.
No.
well, technically, you were engaged to Susan, weren't you? You didn't just go from girlfriend
No, they
to
woke
wife.
up one day married.
Changing the subject. Anybody watch that show Black Rabbit?
I
No.
started
It's got
it
Jason Bateman on it, and he's
with
kind of
Jude
like
Law.
with Jude Law.
Jude Law, what a
Yeah,
babe.
well, and so I started watching it because it's number 1 on shows on Netflix, and we watched the first episode of Black Rabbit. And I looked at Susan at the end. I said, I don't care if I never watch another episode. She's like, oh, give it a chance. It's good. I'm like, I don't care what happens to these people. Does he? And I love Jason Bateman and I love Jude Law, but it just doesn't touch me. It's about the restaurant business and there's some criminal activity. And it's like, have anybody else watched this?
No.
And if you saw it, let me know. Is it really good?
Yeah, but don't spoil anything, please, because I plan on watching it, and I'm on episode like 3 or 4 right now.
Oh, you are already?
Yeah,
so
but
you are watching it.
Yeah, but it took me like 5 days to finish episode 1. That's like how much I wasn't really getting into it.
It's a hard show to get into, I think.
It is hard because it feels like an Ozark where it's like dark. It's dark lighting. It's dark everything.
The thing with Ozark, I got into it right away because with Ozark, and I'm not going to spoil much, but it gets exciting in episode number 1.
That is true.
Because it gets like violent and like, holy buckets, what just happened in episode 1 of Ozark? But in this one, it's like starts off with a bang and then it dissolves into meh.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm wrong.
I think I'm going to keep watching it because I have heard from people that it's good, and I do love Jason Bateman. It's just that I hate his character in it. Like,
he's not a likable character, right?
Let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword feather. That's feather on our iHeartRadio app.
Okay, go do that now so you can win that trip to Los Angeles. It'd be very, very cool. Coming up on Dave's Dirt, Oprah's annual favorite things includes glasses to wear in the shower and some other stupid gifts. And we'll talk about Oprah's favorite things coming up, plus more on Dave's Dirt next on KDWB. Would you throw this item away? So I'm going through my stuff in the basement, and there's stuff, and there's an old pencil holder that my dad had on his desk my entire childhood, and it looks like a tree stump, but it's not much bigger than a soup can. And I think he made it himself, and he put some felt on the bottom, and it's hollowed out to put your pens and your pencils in there.
Yeah.
And I never use it, and I don't think anybody wants it. You know, if I gave it to Carson, to be like, yeah, I think your grandpa made this. You might want to. I don't think that he'd want it, so I threw it away. Is that a terrible thing to throw away? Something that your dad had for your entire childhood, and then he probably made it, but nobody wants it, and it's not valuable.
Do you have other things that your dad had?
Oh, 100%.
That remind you of your dad?
Oh, 100%.
Then I don't think it's bad. I always think it's weird every time you say, like, oh, I found this thing and then I threw it away. The fact that you're throwing things away, I would donate everything I don't want.
Okay, you know, we do donate a lot. I went through the old Boy Scout camping stuff, and I found tons of jackets and rain pants and ponchos and things like that. Donated those.
Okay.
I did take one coat down to Pilgrim Cleaners, though, because it was a nice coat.
Yeah.
That it was either mine or Carson's. I don't remember. And took it down to Pilgrim Cleaners and donated it for coats for kids.
Oh, good.
Because you find a coat in your old camping stuff, or you're found like, you know, anything like old snow pants or anything like that keeps people warm in the winter. Take it down to Pilgrim.
Yeah, and you have plenty of time because they extended the date that they're accepting coats just because it's finally just starting to get cold out. So we know that everyone's got their winter gear still locked up in the closet somewhere, but you have until November 14th to drop it off at any Pilgrim dry cleaners. And also shout out to Devani's because you get a little coupon when you donate too. So go get yourself a little pizza coupon and do something good for the community.
So good. Can I bring up one other weird little thing?
Yeah. Sure.
Because things happen in our lives. It's like, this is just weird. I want to bring this up with you guys. So there is a charity, and I saw it somewhere, and I thought it's called Imagine Outdoors. And maybe somebody who works for Imagine Outdoors is listening. And I got a card in the mail that said, hey, if you're good at skiing or camping or hiking or shooting or something like that, we want to take kids and get them outdoors away from their screens. Sign up here, do this VR shot picture to volunteer. So I volunteered, and I never heard anything from them. And it's like, oh, well, I want to go do something with the youth or adults who don't have an opportunity to go shooting or hiking or whatever.
Right.
But yesterday in the mail, I got a letter that said I won their monthly drawing. So I won like $100 worth of food at Texas Roadhouse.
What?
And I'm like, I feel a little bit bad about it because I've not done nothing for Imagine Outdoors, but I won their monthly drawing. I got $100 worth of free food at Texas Roadhouse. So I want to tell you, if you work for Imagine Outdoors, let us know what we can do to help you out.
Right.
Yeah. And
you want to be involved.
They might be one of those charities that's understaffed and they don't have a lot of help or whatever. Thanks for the coupons for Texas Roadhouse. So guess what? We're not going to Benihana. We're going to Texas Roadhouse.
But I want to go to Benihana.
We got free apps over there. Got free what?
We leave it up to you. We ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Anyway, I just thought I would pass that along.
I'm looking at their website. I mean, I think that they look like they're a local Prior Lake charity organization.
Prior Lake, yeah.
And it's really cool. It's to get people to disconnect, to get off your phones and get outside and enjoy the outdoors.
And I would love to take, whether it is like a bunch of adults who don't know anything about shooting or camping or whatever, or kids or whoever it's for. But they haven't asked me to do anything. Maybe they heard.
Yeah, maybe they know. They're like, well, we can't ask him.
Dave's creepy and he's going to steal your food.
Let's send him a gift card so he just shuts up.
Exactly. Let's go and do the dirt on KDWB.
Now, the news that has Hollywood talking. Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Well, Oprah has released her annual list of Oprah's favorite things, including $60 fog-free glasses that you use in the shower. Well, it sounds cool, but who reads in the shower? And Oprah's like, well, you got to read the conditioner bottle. No, I don't. I learned in 3rd grade how conditioner works. I don't need to read the instructions every time. It's not like putting together IKEA furniture. I don't do it in the shower. I don't need, you get the idea.
Yeah, do they have waterproof Kindles?
Maybe like a case or something. The same way they have phone cases that are waterproof.
Okay.
I just think it's funny because not only does nobody need to read conditioner, but you make glasses because you have to go in and read it every time. You're not sure how to use it after one use.
Right. Like the next day you forgot.
Like,
oh, God.
Let me grab the glasses.
Would I put it in my hair? Oh, God. Also, when there's a $2,000 espresso machine, and a $700 pizza oven. And a pizza aficionado would tell you that a pizza oven does make a big difference in, whether you throw it in your regular Whirlpool oven or what. So that is on Oprah's favorite things.
So the 4 Non Blondes song, What's Up? Here's a little clip of the normal song, What's Up? Great song. Came out about 30 years ago, but it is charting on the Billboard charts right now thanks to this TikTok mashup with that song and Bees in the Trap by Nicki Minaj. So I'm sure you've seen that social media trend where one person's singing the What's Up part and then it kind of pans around to the other person and they go all hard on the Bees in the Trap and stuff. But What's Up has now reached number 13 on the Billboard charts. And back in its day when it was released, it only peaked at 14. So here it is, TikTok bringing back old goodies.
Yeah, I'm here for it. We talked about Oprah's Christmas list. You know who else has a Christmas list? Gwyneth Paltrow.
I purposely avoided this story, but you go ahead.
Her annual Goop holiday gift guide includes 6 shaky things, a kinky advent calendar, a sex pillow, and intimacy chocolates, among other things like a pelvic clock exercise device. No idea. But if you want to get that is out now, Goop. And it's really expensive, I can only imagine.
What is it? A Love and Toy advent calendar? So you got a little tickly thing, a little shaky thing, a little feathery thing, a spatula. Because I told Bont that, one of the things you got to have in your bedroom and your nightstand, spatula.
Spatula.
Yeah, it's nearly $1,300, this advent calendar.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's really, but it does come with a paddle, handcuff, wristlets, and restraint tape.
Okay.
I watched the first episode of that terrible Kim Kardashian show, All's Fair, last night. It's just not what I expected. The show was supposed to be like a legal drama. Kim and the other character are supposed to start their own firm. I just didn't like a couple of things. It didn't give off legal drama. It gave off sitcom in the sense that I was supposed to laugh at things that weren't funny. Like they purposely had beats in the show that there was like, this is a joke, but there was nothing funny. There was the black woman on the show was just doing the stereotypical black tropes of like, let me get my purse. And I was just like, this is dumb. Mm-hmm. And the quality was giving like kind of higher budget Tubi movie, if that makes any sense.
It kind of does. Random clip of the day. Somebody dug this up and is going viral. Michael Jackson's non-word ad-libs from his album from the song Smooth Criminal. Now I want to hear Smooth Criminal. These were, by the way, also the noises emanating from Jenny's bedroom last night.
Yeah.
What happened to the end there?
I don't know.
That was the one that Jenny did.
That's why I got a heating pad around my neck right now. Okay. Well, speaking of being in the bedroom, there's a woman named Haley Bailey, and she actually is from Excelsior, Minnesota, and I follow her on Instagram. She's super funny and on TikTok. But basically, she used to be married to this NFL player named Matt Khalil, and she went on to talk about how a huge issue and cause of their divorce is because of his BDE. She equated his area to 2 Coke cans stacked on top of each other.
Impossible.
And she said, like, we would try, but it was impossible unless you're going to be in tears, basically, about their sex life. And I don't know. I feel like there's so many people out there. I had this conversation with a friend and her partner last night that a lot of men think women want this huge thing in the bedroom, and it really isn't. It's really about like what you know to do with said thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do with said thing.
Well, then, yeah, I
Flip
know.
It. Bop it.
Twist it.
Turn it.
But anyways, yeah, Haley Bailey, local to the Twin Cities.
What's her name?
Her name's Haley Bailey.
Okay. Star name.
Haley Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she might be legally Haley Khalil when she got married. I don't know if she changed her last name, but on Instagram you can find her under Haley Bailey. But yeah, grew up in Excelsior.
Wow. Tonight, there's going to be on TV on NBC a special called Wicked, One Wonderful Night, with newly proclaimed sexiest man alive, Jonathan Bailey. He will be performing along with everybody else who's in Wicked to celebrate the new movie coming out, which is in like 2 weeks. Honestly, I cannot wait. I feel like we learned about that forever ago, and I've just been waiting, counting down the nights. But it's going to be, kind of like a musical production. Wicked, One Special Night on NBC tonight.
Speaking of Wicked, did we talk about Ariana Grande and the backlash she's getting right now?
No.
So they had a screening, I guess, for Wicked in Brazil one day this week, and she couldn't make it. So she posted the first thing on the post. It said, don't wish danger on us or don't wish harm on us or something. And there was a problem with the flight and everything. And so people are backing her because she's like, the fact that she has to preface this with don't wish danger on me, because I guess the people in Brazil were very upset and they were like, how dare you? Well,
what does she mean wishing danger? Like, is she afraid to fly?
No, I think people in Brazil, when she said, hey, we can't make it, I'm sure they were like, oh, screw you, and maybe wishing harm on her or something like that.
Oh,
that's
weird.
what I'm
I believe you wouldn't
understanding.
show up.
Yeah. But she said she did everything she could. It's a flight issue.
Speaking of flight issues, the FAA is looking to get on top of that traffic controller shortage. And it means more delays and cancellations. So they are saying they're going to cut flight capacity at 40 major airports by 10%. We don't know which ones, but we're going to guess MSP is at one of the major airports. They said it's going to lead to more cancellations, but we're going to go to work with the airlines to do it in a systematic way. Due to the government shutdown, air traffic controllers working without paychecks for more than a month. They are considered essential personnel, and they are required to report to work, but a lot of controllers using sick and vacation days causing shortages. That's scary, seriously, because I would not want to fly in a sky that is not being properly controlled. And then plus the delays and the Thanksgiving holidays coming up 3 weeks from today.
Yeah.
3 weeks from
Crazy.
today.
Wow.
Luckily, Bailey and I are both flying in the last couple weeks, and I haven't flown much in the last couple years since getting the camper van. And of course, I have a flight in like a week. Bailey has a flight in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
We were going to fly to Colorado for Thanksgiving, but we're going to drive now.
Oh.
Yeah, because they like a road trip. It's nice.
Right.
And then Bernie gets to go along too, and Roger the cat gets to go along.
Wait, are you driving in the RV?
No, God, no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't want to drive that thing, and you
Yeah,
never know what the roads are going to be
You're
like.
right.
Yeah,
But this is Bernie's first time in Colorado, right?
It'll be his first time.
That's so
in
cool.
Colorado.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
You got to take a bunch of videos of him. Are you going to let him go in the jacuzzi?
Hadn't thought about it, but you know what, Jenny? I will
probably like it.
I will consider it no. Okay. We'll be back in a second on KDWB. Your keyword for Sabrina Carpenter comes up. Don't go away. You're going to miss that keyword, which could be the time that you enter that makes you win. That's coming up on KDWB, along with a very spicy War of the Roses. She wants to tell the woman that he's cheating with he's married because she doesn't think she knows. We'll find out what happens. I'm going to make a confession, Jenny. So sometimes I look in the mirror. I'm probably like everybody else. Sometimes you look in the mirror, you go, I look pretty good.